And we're back with the black currant, black pepper wine, bottling and tasting.
Hi, I'm Brian.
I'm Derica, and we're back. Black pepper, black currants, black currant, black pepper.
We started this wine on February 27th. We racked it, which there's a video on the making of it. We racked it on March 27th, video on that too, and it was 1.020, which is reasonably sweet. Some people would say it's overly sweet. For us, that's about mid-sweet. And we loved this, but I left it back in secondary until now, which is about 2 months. Today is May 26th. We should have filmed this tomorrow. Then it would have been the 27th. But anyway, it doesn't matter. So it's been like 2 more months. So this is about 3 months old. So what we're going to do is we're going to rack it, we're going to taste it, and then we're going to bottle it. So let's start with the racking procedure. That means airlock comes out. Elevation commence.
Elevation completed.
Are we really going to do that the whole time? That would get old so fast. Oh.
We are missing something.
As we always do when we're racking, first we put the liquid to be racked higher than the destination where it's going to be racked to. We get out our siphon, which has been sanitized in
the red bucket of sanitization!
I gotta give her one of those.
Which you can't see because it's over there.
Yeah, it's over there.
Trust us.
So we're gonna take this. This is an auto siphon, for those of you that don't know. That end goes in there. Pointy end goes in the man. Anybody know what movie that's from?
Well, they're going to say Game of Thrones now.
They're wrong. That's not what it's from. This wine has the most awesome color of anything we've ever made, I think. And it tasted really amazing. This is black currant juice, some grape juice, and some black pepper. That's basically the flavorants for it. It was actually pretty cool. There's tea in this as well, I think. Probably. I put tea in a lot of things. I like tea.
I don't remember if there is tea in this one.
There might not be tea. If there's no tea, just ignore that I said all that. Okay, so we've racked it. Now I'm going to take a reading, because that's just what you do. Last time we took a reading, it was at 1.020. Let's find out where it's at today. This is also the point where I might degas things. Now, this doesn't look very gassy to me. So I don't know that it even really needs to be degassed. I might give it a couple stirs just to, you know, go through the motions of it to make sure, but I don't really think it needs it.
There's a little bit.
Yeah, it does have some, but I wouldn't even call it petulant. Petulant means very slightly carbonated. Okay, so I filled up my graduated cylinder. Drop in my hydrometer. Hit the bottom, but it came back up. It fermented out a little tiny bit more. Unless it's just floating differently. Actually, it went to like 1.114. That's a little surprising. I would have assumed it was completely done. So on a little bit drier, 1.114. Would you mind putting this in the sanitizer? And as we like to do, I'm going to take a sample.
So it was
1.114. Wait a minute.
It can't be right because it was
1.014. 1.014. Yeah, it's 1.014, not 1.114, because that would be bad.
Yeah, I'm like.
Hey, I get my mix all talked up sometimes. What can I say? Now, I am going to stir this up a little bit. I saw a little bit of bubbles when I was pouring the sample. And what I do, this is how I degas. Can you make this more complicated? Yep.
Absolutely.
I like keeping things nice and simple.
You can make pretty much anything we share with you on City Steading infinitely more complicated. Because it is our goal.
Oh yeah, there's some bubbles in here.
To make these things as simple as possible.
If you heard a loud crash, the cats have this thing that they like to do. As soon as we start filming, they try to get as annoying and loud as possible. Alright, you don't need to watch me do this. Alright, so now it has been degassed. And it was a little bit more gassy than I thought it was because there's a good amount of foam. It didn't foam up in the whole pitcher like it does sometimes, but there is some there.
But even with that, normally when the bad gas is trapped in there, it releases an odor that is unpleasant.
Yeah.
This does not have an unpleasant odor.
Smell.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we got our sample. You'll notice that it's slightly larger than most samples that I poured. We like this one. Now, right off the bat, I'm not getting as much of the black currant as I did last time, I think. I want to give this a little swirl, though. It's there. I actually smell a lot more Concord grape.
Now this is the second racking because we racked it once and then we racked it just now. But this is like seriously opaque. There is no light penetrating this beverage whatsoever.
It's not because it's cloudy though. It's gem-like.
This gorgeous dark red. Mm-hmm. My entire wardrobe could be this color and I'd be happy. So it is beautiful, but you can't see through it. I'm getting almost a plum-like scent rather than just pure
I didn't want to say
grape.
anything, but yep, plum. Which we said plum last time too.
Which I think is the combination of the currant and the grape. Because if I really think about it, and I try to separate, I can imagine the currant's effect on the grape, if that makes sense, making it seem like plum.
Sure.
It isn't as sweet as it was.
Nope.
You can definitely tell that it did ferment out more.
But it's rich.
But it is...
It's very rich.
It is very rich.
The mouthfeel, this is interesting. Last time, it was so thick in the mouth. It was almost too much. It's gone down just a touch to where it's very nice.
I feel like the pepper...
It's lingering.
...is reacting with the tannic sensation in your mouth. So you get the tannins first, and then you're like, oh, there's little peppery notes in there.
Yeah, but it's not harsh at
all.
all.
No,
it's
no,
not even
it's
the
not
spicy
aggressive.
pepper.
It's very delicate and light on those notes, even though the overall complexity of the beverage is not delicate and light.
No, that's a powerful one.
Yeah.
It's like, boom. You know you're drinking it.
Again, I could imagine this pairing nicely
Red meat.
with red meat.
The best way to describe this is if you took our sweet red wine, which if you're not familiar with, we do have videos on that. Ooh, we spilled some. Our sweet red wine, which was lovely, very nice, very simple. This is a couple notches above that in complexity of making it and complexity of flavors.
I think it would pair nice with a nice ragu, too.
Yeah, nice meat sauce. Yeah, this is, let's see. I'm trying to come up with another comparison. I don't have anything. I'm just going to drink it.
It's good. And I know I always...
That's great tasting notes.
I know.
It's good.
I know I always make fun of people for that, but...
Now, the first time I let it linger in my mouth, and I got certain sensations. This time I just took a sip. I got grape right away, but then I got that richer... Oh, wow. It's... The second sip was better than the first.
I like it because it has complexity, it has levels. I pretty much judge everything in life to if it has levels, it means it's good. And this has the sweetness without being sweet.
Speaking of sweetness, you can have that sweetness.
Thank you.
I try.
The fruitiness is what makes you think sweet, even though it's really not a sweet wine.
No, it's not really sweet. It's almost a dry wine.
But then it does have the plum notes, the grape notes, the currant notes.
If you like sweeter red wines, not super sweet, if you like sweet red wines, you would like this. It's that simple. It actually tastes a lot like a grape red wine.
But I can continue and babble on about the complexity of this. I suggest you make it and try it yourself. But we have a surprise.
We're going to bottle this. I know just the bottle. We were at the winemaker's pantry recently.
Wine and beer makers.
Wine and beer maker. We were at the wine and beer maker's pantry recently, and on the corner of the counter, Mary had this bottle
Dun, dun,
that I just thought was the most
dun.
awesome thing ever. By the way, it was $3. $3. Look at the size of this bottle. This is awesome. So I just had to have one.
So as you can tell by the foam, I just sanitized that.
Just put that in the back.
Do not fear the foam.
Yeah, the foam actually isn't supposed to hurt you. Also, the amount that's in there, it's so diluted. Just don't worry about it. Now I am forced. I am met with a conundrum.
Yes.
I can do the cheater easy way and pour this through a funnel and create an oxygenated brew, or I can use a siphon. Now, here's the issue with using a siphon. This is so long that my auto siphon, I got a springy one, by the way, finally got one at the wine and beer maker's pantry, by the way. No, this is not a sponsored video. We just like the place. I got one, but it's not long enough. Now, I was thinking, before you bring that over, this is degassing still slightly.
Are you going to be a rebel?
I think I'm going to be a rebel. And you know what? People are going to hate me no matter what I do. And that's okay. I'm going to pour this very carefully using a funnel. We're going to do it slightly different, though. We're not just going to leave this bottle straight. We're going to put it like at an angle and pour it like a beer. That way we don't add any extra oxygen and let this naturally degas, because it's not fully 100% degassed yet, so we don't need all that. Okay, this is the rebel way of bottling. I'm not sure I'm going to recommend this, and I'm only doing it because, man, I can't think of another way to do this right.
If you do not have a ridiculous bottle,
just use a bottling wand and get it done the right way.
You need me to hold
I need you to hold the funnel. I'm going to hold the bottle.
Okay.
This is going to be interesting, because I have to tip this sideways, remember? All right, here we go. Now the trick is I'm doing this very slowly. I'm actually kind of holding my breath too.
Well, you can rest the bottom of the bottle on the table.
Down. There we go. See, she's the brains and the beauty. Now, the only reason why this is even remotely an idea for me is because there's still some carbonation in there. So that will be coming out as it's doing this and not really giving an opportunity for oxygen to do anything.
Because it'll create the CO2 blanket on the top, which will stop, in theory, oxygenation.
In theory. I also know something. We're going to be playing D&D next weekend.
We're going to drink all this.
It's probably going to be gone. Okay, let's go straight. Ooh. Yes. Nothing. See all that carbonation coming up? That's exactly what I was hoping for. I'm just going to give a little bit more. All right, that's it. We're done. Now, before all that can totally escape, I'm going to put the lid on it. Now, because there is some carbonation in here, I want to check this. This bottle's not made to hold carbonation at all. But I'm thinking it's not truly carbonation. It's just a little bit of off-gassing that needs to come out. But is this not, like, awesome? I mean, come on. That's just cool. I don't care who you are. All right. So there we go. In a little window down here, I'm probably going to tell you how much alcohol this has in it because it changed a little bit. And I hate to say it, but this is the end of the Currant black pepper wine because it's going to be gone. That's all I got.
But we will be making this again for ourselves.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, yes, we will.
Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Have a great day.
Bye-bye.
It's really dry. Maybe we can back sweeten one of them at some players. You're still here? Wow. Thanks, guys. That's really cool. But that was it for this video.
Go on. Go watch some more.
Yeah.
They're good.
Who's that lady that used to do the "Go away, go away"?
Tracy Ullman.
Tracy Ullman. Yeah, I don't think they have any idea who we're talking about.
It's okay.
It's okay. Go drink some mead, or make some food. Make some food, then drink some. Make some food, drink mead while you're making the food, and then drink some more mead, and then have whiskey later. What? That's what I do.